Ain't okay. iPhone 6 here, baseband IC problem. Basically, it just says searching the whole time. I see network searching, searching. Sometimes they'll say no service, and I'll just keep going back and forth the whole time. So let me just try. Well, so what you can do is what is it? Star pound 06 pound, and it's supposed to give you an IMEI when you do that. But if it doesn't, then that's one of the indications. I've tried several other times to I've tried several other times to do the IMEI thing, and sometimes it's not a baseband problem, and it still doesn't return the IMEI. So I'm not exactly sure how that works. Let me try another. Let me try another SIM card in here, and let's see if we can get a service of some sort. No service. Star pound 06 pound. Still no IMEI. Now it says no service. So I can get a Verizon card in here, because then I'll know that it's going to give me at least something. Hopefully this won't be a 2-hour video, because I hate doing these. No service. Doesn't even say searching. Star pound 06 pound. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Nope, still says no service, so I don't know what's going on. I know with his sim it was it said searching, so I don't, but all I know is that it doesn't return an IMEI number here now, so that's definitely a sign. It should definitely return an IMEI signal. So let's see if it shows it here. So IMEI does show here, but it doesn't show when I click on that. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I think this is standard with everybody that's doing these repairs now. We don't do a whole lot of them because we don't like doing them. The standard repair is to jump U1 and V1, and the idea is to run a short jumper for V1 and a long jumper for U1. Alright, so short jumper to here, and then U1 goes to the back of the logic board. Alright, so let me disassemble this thing and go from there. Alright, so we are in business here. Let me get this thing in focus. I know some people don't like using Kapton, but I'm a big fan of Kapton, so I'm Kaptoning the hell out of this. And let's go ahead and remove this chip here. So I'm just going to direct the heat upwards to the three coils up there, because that looks like it's probably the least. You know what? I think. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna direct it upwards. I know TriStar's on the other side of this. I don't know exactly where it is, but hopefully we can get this all up in one piece, and that'll be half the battle. And hopefully it won't take me 3 hours to do this. mean, there's not a ton to this. Just heat it until the solder melts below it, and then this may take a few minutes. You're gonna try not to disturb any of those surrounding components. That's all it is. Okay, not too bad. Just got a little bit right there and maybe a little bit right here, so everything else is good. So you can see a little oxidation. Okay, let's drill down here. We can see a little oxidation already. All right. You can see a little bit right there already. You know, that's a ground pad, so it's not a big deal. And these are really the two pads that are generally affected. But I don't see any oxidation on this. Maybe we can see it on the chip. Maybe. So you go this way, and so it'd be these pads right here. So I don't see any oxidation on the pads here, so I don't know. I don't know what's up with it. Anyways, we're going to reball it, and hopefully it fixes everything. And we're going to fix this stupid thing too. Alright. So let's get some flux on this puppy. I'll probably end up wicking this, I think, maybe. Try not to damage any. I just jacked one up, I don't know. So I didn't tin my tip at all with any 6337. I'm really just trying to remove as much as possible of the old lead-free stuff. And I can do that without doing much. I think I will probably wick it, just because I want to get everything off as much as possible. So let's clean this old stuff off. And I'm pretty sure everything that I've ripped is probably NC, but I'll double check in a little bit. I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, so let's get some more flux back on it. And then we will wick a little bit. And hopefully all is good with the wicking. Once it's wicked, then this might be a boring one, man. Alright, let's see, wick. Okay, here you go. I think I need some better wick. Where's my wick at? This looks like it's too small. Let's give this a try. Yeah, this is actually really good. It's probably the one I recommend on my website, which I don't use myself. I do, my wick is kind of scattered everywhere, so I just grab whatever's closest. Okay, so this is pretty good. It's getting black, so I need to hurry up here. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. So let's clean this black stuff off here, and we didn't lose any components at all. We just need to put a few back, and everything's pretty good. So let's just double check and make sure the pads are all good first. All right, make sure meaning they're all NC. So okay, so let's see. You might not be able to see it, but 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, that's good. 2 in there. So 2 down there, which is 1, 2. Okay, that's NC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, NC. And NC there. Yep. NC there. And I think that's it. Okay, everything is NC. So let's get the business here. Let's get the business. So numero uno. We are going to yank this. We're going to expose the via here. Expose this via. Run a real small jumper for this one. I'm already tired. Okay, run a small jumper for U1. Long jumper for U1, small jumper for V1. Okay. So okay. Just a little bit. Now let's get some 6337 and then the tip here. Let's just tin both of these real quick. And let's run our jumper real quick. I think I'm going to use a harder one. This is probably 0.1 millimeter, probably. Gauge, 0.1 millimeter gauge wire, probably. I think it's probably 0.1. And I'm going to flatten it out, actually, once I get done with it. So I'm just going to kind of push down on it, like that. Down on it a little bit. There you go. Just like that. Not a whole lot to it. And then let me see if I can. I think I'll just go like this, yeah, and then no. Just make sure it's not shorted or anything, and then we're good. So that's good right there. Just make sure it's not shorted. So bust out the multimeter. See what the diameter is. 0.47, 0.38. So it's not shorted. I don't know the correct readings are supposed to be, but let's go ahead and run the wire on the backside first, and then we will go. Okay, so on the backside we are looking at the second one from the bottom. So let's see. So if it's like this, it would be that one. So it'd be this one. Get a little bit of flux. Tin that sucker. Make sure you don't expose too much of it, okay? Because you don't want it to short the ground or anything like that, you know. Okay, so let's get our big gauge wire here. This is again, this is gonna be 0.1 millimeter. I want something kind of strong at least. Where are my scissors at? My skizzers. Okay. Alright, so let's just set it. Clean this up real quick. Okay, so now we're going to thread this through to the other side. And then try to jimmy that last one. Alright, so that's done. We're going to go to the other side here. We're going to pull this through. You can't see it, but I think I just probably it's a little bit too long. Okay. So let's see. Here is my jumper, and I'm going to basically I'm gonna put some green stuff on it, but I'm gonna run it just like this, and then alright, there's not gonna be a whole lot to it, so it's just gonna be like, and then I'm gonna flatten the hell out of it. Alright. Just like that. Okay, that's good. So let's flatten the hell out of it. I think I need to flatten the other side back because that was jacked up now too. Just don't really want this thing sticking up. Ugh. It was a little blurry, but so blurry. Alright, let's see if we can get a better hold on this board here. There you go. Alright, so that's done, and I think we're going to have to do this again and then flatten it again, probably, because it looks like it's the big splotch here of garbage. Okay, so that's solid, and then let's just flatten it one more time. I don't really want it to bridge or anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely don't want to break that. Okay. So I'm just gonna do it without the logic board because it's not working too well. Hopefully this is not too boring. Okay. It's flattened. I'm trying to flatten it as much as possible because without shorting it. Alright, so that's good, I think. Yeah, it should be good. So let's just check diode mode real quick and make sure we get everything's right. I think it's like 0.38 and 0.47. 0.38, 0.47. Okay, so we're good. Now we just need to reball the baseband chip. And then we're in business. Okay. So flux. Lots of flux. Get rid of the old stuff without ripping any pads. I think it's best to get it all shiny, I think. So. Alright, we are almost in business. Okay, it looks pretty good. It's been a while since I've done one of these puppies, man. So it looks pretty good. Get rid of the old stuff below there. Clean this chip up a little bit so that we can reball it. Alright, phone call. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so let's do it. Reball the chip. Reball the chip. Reball the baseband chip. We are missing something. Okay, so that's not gonna work. I think you gotta flip it over or something, right? Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay, there we go. Alright, so if you watch my Operation Shave the Balls video, this is where it's going to come into play. So you can excess doesn't matter because we're going to shave it anyways. I think that's probably the best way to do it. And this is probably the hardest part of actually reballing these, doing the baseband IC repair is really reballing the chip really, accurately. Okay, so you want to use indirect heat when you're reballing these chips, meaning point it at the the metal part, not the actual balls, and then the heat will kind of dissipate to the balls. Okay, there you go. So that's pass number one. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay. Then I use this little pry tool that I have, or this little tool that I have, and just kind of go like this with it. Probably don't want to go too hard because you don't want to break the pads below it, But this is what I do. And then clean it up. Where's my? Okay, here it is. And then just make another pass on it. Make another pass on it. Scrape away the excess. Rinse and repeat. Let me get some bigger tweezers here because push down on it a little bit better. Okay. Okay, shave the balls again. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you definitely you don't want any balls sticking out too bad. You know? So. We might have to do this about 5-6 times before we actually get it done. Okay. You're going to wait for it to solidify just a little bit before you start scraping away, otherwise you're going to mess the balls up. This may not be the best stencil because some of these balls aren't even sticking out. So I can go like this. It looks pretty good actually, but some of these balls aren't even sticking out of the holes here. So I can't really tell, to be honest with you. I think I might just give it a go here and see what happens. Or maybe try a different stencil. So I guess we can just take a look at it now, see how we look before we actually. That looks pretty good actually. Okay, so let me just apply some heat to it, make sure the balls are sticking to the pads below. Then I can probably clean it up a little bit, you know. Yeah, that looks really good though actually. So I'm happy with that. Alright, time to put this puppy back on and pray it works. Before I do that, let's fix these other components first. One right here. That's fine. And then this one's a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, okay. I guess we should probably just do it right. Alright, hold on a second. There you go. What's up? Okay. 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 Let's see. Yeah, let's clean this up. Clean any black stuff off. And then it's dried up. Alright, we're good. So let's make sure we're in the right position here. I'm pretty sure A1 is top right, but A2, okay. So lots of flux. Just warm it up a little bit. Won't be shy with the flux. And then this will be the fun part right here. Just don't mess up. Tweezers aren't big enough. Okay, let's use the other tweezers. Yeah, let's blow upwards. Get my heat sinks back just in case. And then we're off. Okay, so the only, these balls are really small and tight together, so you want to hold this sucker in place until the balls melt and seat itself. So let's make sure we are in position here. I think it's probably like this. Right about like that, okay. Just like that. Alright, so I'm just gonna hold this tight and see if we can do a fast melt just so that it holds a little bit, and then we can kinda let it melt into place by itself, after that. Okay, let's see if it's tight yet. I'd rather not hold it if I don't have. Okay, that's really tight. Okay, so let's flood this sucker with more flux. Can't get enough flux. The flux will actually give it a little bit buffer on top as well, because sometimes you use a little too much heat on the chip itself. The chip actually goes bad. So okay, so alright, we are good to go. Heat sinks back in place. Get a little bit of just the heat and just make sure it wiggles a little bit, and then we're in business pretty much. Actually, let me get this out of the way. This little blue. It's my sponge that I use. Fliggins. This thing is sliding off. So if it's too hot or blowing too much, I just back off. You can back off on your hot air station, and it really changes the temperature of it and the airflow really. So I saw it move just a little bit right now. So I think we're good. Okay, it's wiggling just a little bit. We're good. Just want to make sure we get a nice even flow. Okay. I think that's really good actually. So I'm gonna sit tight here. Wait for it to cool, and then call it a day on this. Let's wait for it to cool for a second before we touch it. Okay, should be alright. Sure I don't jack anything up here. Pull this off gently. Okay, we're good. Now let's clean this puppy up a little bit. Let me use a new Q-tip because it looks like it's got some dirt on the other one. Alright, I think we're good here. Let's plug it in and make sure the sucker is good. I gotta get out of here. Let's see. Okay. Ronaldo just scored. It's crazy. Star pound 06 pound. Star pound 06 pound. This is why I don't repair these things very often. Although, let's see, the time is not right. Let me watch this goal real quick. Hold on a second. Oh, nice ball. Oh my gosh. Pretty. That's pretty, man. Okay, you know what? Let me connect to Wi-Fi real quick. Hello? Touch doesn't even work now. Let me just connect to Wi-Fi because sometimes the time jacks up the IMEI as well. Although I don't think I have any of the things connected. Damn it. Okay. Still says searching. Dang it. Dang it. No IMEI. This is why I don't do baseband repairs right here. For this reason right here. Because it's not always the baseband IC. Bullshit. What thing at, man? Maybe I should get the Wi-Fi on before I start mucking around. Okay, let's get the cables connected, and then I'll be back. So I spent another probably say 2 hours on this thing, and 2 hours on this stupid thing. After I replaced the baseband the first time, the baseband CPU the first time, it was still displaying the same symptoms. No IMEI after *#06#. And then, so I ended up replacing, I poked around in diode mode around the BBPMIC, which is the power management chip for the baseband, and everything checked out fine. So I was like, alright, you know what, let's just replace the baseband power chip. And so I ended up replacing it with another chip from another phone, and that didn't solve the problem. So I was like, alright, one last ditch effort, and ended up reballing the baseband CPU again, and 2 hours, at least 2 hours, maybe 2.5, 3 hours. I don't even know, but anyway, so finally, let's see if can you see it? Okay, so *#06#, and I'm getting an IMEI now, and you can see I'm getting bars here and stuff like that. And I haven't really tested all of this yet, but I think it's okay, because that second reball attempt was basically I was like, if this doesn't work, then I'm never gonna do basebands ever again. But now it works, so I guess we'll do some more basebands in the future, maybe. So I think so several things here. Okay, one is reballing the baseband a second time. There's something about it that it doesn't reball easily after you've done it one time. I don't know why that is. Maybe the solder that's on the chip, maybe the IPA that you put on there to clean it. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you, but I ended up reballing this chip about must have been at least 6-7 times, man, because I lost some balls, and then some balls bridged with other balls, and then I ended up switching to my 3D stencil here, which I rarely ever use, but the other stencil that I had was not working, so I ended up using the 3D stencil. It actually worked first time. So, and then I think maybe the first time I reballed it, I don't think I used enough heat actually to set the chip. Since there's so many balls on this chip, and that's the only thing I can think of. Because it was obviously that chip was the problem, and I thought I had mounted it successfully, but that wasn't the case, and obviously the second reball attempt worked fine. So I'm kind of at a loss here, but I guess maybe I have to reevaluate my reballing method here. Was it worth it for this repair? I don't know. I think we still have to. I think we have to limit the time it takes to do these things, and then I think the success rate plays a part in it as well. I don't know. Maybe others are having better success rates than I, but we were just talking here, and I don't think. I'm not sure if Jessa has any videos on baseband reballing or baseband repairs, and then I don't think Jason from SDS has any baseband repairs either. And I think the majority of the time, I mean, I'm sure they've attempted this. I just don't think the success rate is there. And a lot of times people post these videos, and they only post the success stories, and I do that too. But I'm telling you that success rate is not great on these things. People don't share them, they don't post them. Maybe others are having better success rate using different methods, but at the end of the day, I just don't think the success rate is there for baseband repairs, which is why you don't see a whole lot of them out there. But if we can get that success rate up, then I have no problems taking them on. But when you spend a few hours working on something, and it doesn't work, that's a pretty tough thing to do to offer as a service. So that's it. I think I'm done with this. I'm gonna let it sit here for a little bit actually, because I think we did one a few months ago, and after a day or two the signal went out. So we're definitely gonna leave this overnight. Make sure everything tests out fine before we send this back to the customer. But so there's your baseband reball. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and I don't know. We're definitely gonna take some more on, I guess. And then we have two sitting here that we own that we've been meaning to attempt. So maybe I'll just do that first, and then we'll go from there. All right, thanks for watching. Thank you for watching our videos. Just wanted to let you know that we have an online course out there. It is a comprehensive course which covers everything from understanding components all the way to data recovery. And in between that, we have a ZXW tools course and three of the most common repairs: backlight, touch, charge. So we actually created a course. It's 3.5 hours of content, and it's the full curriculum. It's 4 courses combined into one. We've added sections on there, bonus sections, to show you how to set up your hot air station, your soldering iron, and in your DC power supply. And we're going to be adding stuff probably just about every week here to this course. Course is $150. We host it at udemy.com. If you want to buy it, just go to microsoldering.com, click on store, and then click on Microsoldering, the full curriculum. Thanks for watching.